All right, guys, we're here today to help you pick your very first skateboard. So we're gonna go over the various parts of a skateboard, and I'm gonna talk about some different ideas that you may or may not have, or maybe just give you some of my ideas to help you in choosing which skateboard to use first. So the basics of the skateboard are the width and the length and I guess the graphic? In terms of the graphic, you should go to a skate shop and choose a graphic that you like, or you can get your board online or however you like. The main thing that you're gonna be looking at when you're trying to purchase a new skateboard is how wide is that skateboard. So right here you can see a little sticker. It says 7.75. Now that just simply means that it is 7.75 inches wide. So if you were to take a tape measure and run it across this board, 7.75 inches wide. I personally have a size 10 shoe and I skate an 8-inch board, but this is personal preference. It's not like if you have a certain shoe size, you should skate a certain size board. It's actually what you prefer. So you could have a size 6 shoe and skate an 8-inch board, and I have a size 10 shoe and I skate an 8-inch board. You see, it is your personal preference. Some people like a wider board. Some people like a skinnier board. A skinnier board will flip faster. A wider board's gonna flip slower, but at the same time, a wider board is easier to land on. So you're gonna have to try out different boards on your own and figure out what size you like the best. I have skated many times 7.5s. I've skated 7.75s. And then just recently, about a year ago, I moved up to an 8. That's my personal preference. Lance was skating an 8, and then he went to an 8.125, which is even wider than the 8. And his shoe size is like an 11, right? I think that when he finally kickflipped the 3-stair, that was a big help to him, was having a bit of a wider board. It also can just help you confidence-wise, right? The next thing to check out is the wheels. I'm not doing this in any regular order, but I'm gonna go over every part and just talk about each little piece. I personally ride 52 millimeters. Seems like the wheels are big enough, not too small where you're gonna hit like every little rock, but big enough to take you over most terrain. This is also a set of 52 millimeter wheels. So let's say we had this 7.5 inch board with the 52 millimeter wheels and toss some trucks on there. I personally only skate just straight gray trucks. Any colors on the truck and I just can't deal with it. But a lot of people like tons of colors all over their board. Colored wheels, colored grip tape, colored everything. I'm like old school, I guess you could say. So I like just straight black grip tape, straight gray trucks. Now, the most important things to understand about your trucks are that you need to have the trucks that fit the size of the board. So you can even take the truck and take the board and go like this, and you can go, oh, okay. So it looks like this truck can fit this 7.75 good. It could also fit an 8-inch. So anywhere within that range, this truck is gonna work out for you. If you held your truck up to the board and it was sticking out on the side like an inch or half an inch or whatever, that truck is too wide for the board. And that's gonna make it difficult because when you go to do a kickflip, if you land primo, it's not gonna be like that. There's gonna be like a bolt sticking up, and that's not gonna feel very good on your foot, and you're gonna land like that, and then you're gonna fly down and not feel so good. The thing that we have that holds the trucks to the board is the hardware. These are just simply little bolts and they go through your board. It's pretty self-explanatory, yeah? These ones are the Revive ones, and they're all different colors. Remember, like I said, some people like just colors galore. Me, I like just a regular silver bolt. So you put these through here, obviously after the grip tape, so the bolt goes on the top. I think generally when you're buying your first skateboard, either go to your local skate shop or some online retailer that you trust. You don't want to go to, if you haven't noticed yet from the 150, 200 videos we've made about them, you don't want to go to Walmart and get a really cheap skateboard, and it's just going to be much harder for you to learn on. A nice board with good wood, good solid trucks, proper wheels, good bearings, good hardware, it's going to be easier for you to learn the tricks on. So my big thing is, like, you should start out with the best board that you can get for the price that you can pay, and it's gonna make you actually skate longer because you're gonna actually learn the tricks that you want to, instead of like, oh, I'm trying to learn how to do this ollie and the board is so hard. So I've been skateboarding for 25 years and sometimes I step on a board and it's so hard to kickflip. And I just go, somebody who just started is gonna have the hardest time ever trying to kickflip on this board, right? So that's very, very important. You can go into your local skate shop and you can look at the wall and there's gonna be hundreds of boards there and you're gonna get maybe a little bit overwhelmed, like which one do I choose? The basics that you have to understand is you're just basically looking for the width. Get the width that you like. The graphic is not, it's just paint on the board. You should get a graphic that you like so you actually like your own skateboard. That will help you. But the main thing again is you're looking for that width, and then you need to match the width of the trucks up to that board, right? Then onto the bearings. The bearings are just the metal pieces that go inside the wheels that then go onto the truck, just like that. These are Neil standard issue and these are Neil blackouts. So these ones are ceramic, they're faster, and these ones are just standard bearings. There is a price difference between just standard bearings and the faster ceramic ones. If you're not gonna be like flying around and it's your first skateboard, you can go ahead and buy just whichever bearings, but definitely the ceramic ones are gonna be faster and they are probably gonna last you a bit longer if you do the proper like bearing caring techniques. We did make a video called How to Clean Your Bearings, so if you upkeep your bearings and keep them clean, they're gonna last you a good amount of time. As well as the trucks and the board too. I think the only piece that we didn't cover just yet is the grip tape. This piece of grip tape here is AM Grip. You can see the custom AM Grip, Doug Desautel's graphic right there. And I like this grip tape because it's really, 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 really coarse. It's very, very grippy. It does tear your shoes up, and that is part of skateboarding. Your shoes definitely get torn up. That's just part of it. So I like it more coarse because when you go to drag your foot and do that ollie, the more coarse, the more grip, the more your foot is sticking to the board. Some people, Gabe Cruz is one of these people, he will put his grip tape on the board and then he'll take the extra piece of grip tape and sand the whole board down. Like I feel his grip tape and I go, why even have grip tape at all? It's so not sticky. I just put it on there and leave it because I love it sticky, 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 sticky. For people starting to skateboard, I suggest the stickiest grip tape ever. The more coarse, the more rough that grip tape is, the better. Because you're just learning to drag your foot, you're just learning to do those tricks, and the better that your foot sticks on there, the easier you're gonna be able to learn. Okay, so that's the board, the grip tape, the trucks, the wheels, the bearings. Obviously, Skateboarding Made Simple is a huge part of what we do. We teach tons and tons and tons of people how to skateboard, so you guys should definitely pick that up, especially if you're a beginner skateboarder and you're trying to learn. It takes you step by step by step through all of the basics. You can buy the board fully assembled. This one was professionally put together by our very own employees here at the Braille house. So this has Force 52 millimeters. It has Reds, Bones bearings, Orion trucks, the Revive skateboard. This is my pro model, the Monster series. Eyeballs everywhere, which I think is pretty cool. And then this has the AM Grip on top. So this one was all put together so you don't have to put it together. It goes in this box. And then this box arrives to your house and you open it on Christmas morning and you're very happy about it. If you don't want to buy a fully complete skateboard, but you want to buy all the pieces separately, I'm just gonna very briefly go over how to put it together. So this is the skate tool, very simple, just has places for each thing to go. Very, very, very simple. This is how this is gonna work. You're gonna get your board, and remember, the main thing is the width. So I recommend for most beginners to just get an 8. I mean, I think that's a pretty regular size that you're gonna be totally fine with. If you have extra big feet, you could go 825, extra small feet, or just regular feet. Or if you wanna flip your board faster, I find a lot of kids that are learning on their own and they're trying to learn how to kickflip, gonna have an easier time with the 775, just because the board is gonna flip faster. It's a little bit lighter under their feet, so they can can get that down a little bit easier. You get your board, you get your trucks, make sure the widths are the same. You put your grip tape on, that's the first thing. And we do have many videos on how to grip the board, so you guys can watch those. And then you find your hardware, just like this. Take all those out, put them through the holes, and then you simply put the truck on like so. This part always goes in on both trucks. Very, very important, because you're gonna stand on that and it's not gonna turn at all if you don't have this part into the inside with these bushings right here, which is where it actually pivots, and that's how the board is able to turn. So you put it on like that, and then it's pretty self-explanatory. These are just bolts and nuts. So the bolt goes through, and then the nut goes on. Tighten it with the skate tool, nice and tight. And then you're going to take off this. You're gonna put a bearing in there, and then you're gonna take your wheel and push the wheel in. Push that bearing into the wheel, and then you're gonna take it off, put another bearing on, and then push the bearing into that wheel. So both sides are in there, and then just screw that back on like so. And then you have your grip tape is on, your trucks are on the board, the wheels and bearings are on the trucks, and then you're ready to skate. That's the complete skateboard. So we get a ton of questions about skateboards. So please, if you have any questions that we did not cover in this video, please ask them in the comments below. We will read through those comments. We will pick the one that has the most upvotes or whatever it is, or one that we just think a lot of people have questions about, and we will make that video to answer your questions. So I hope this did help you. I hope you learned about the skateboard. And if you're getting your first skateboard, then I hope it helped you to go through and figure out which one to get. And I hope that that was very helpful. If you're not planning on getting your first skateboard and you don't have one, well, you need to get one, okay? You need to start skateboarding because it's super, super fun and you'll really enjoy it. And there's so many benefits from riding this piece of wood, more than you could ever imagine. So you guys can go to brailleskateboarding.com. You can get this full complete, or all of these pieces. Learn to skate, have fun, teach others to skate, push skateboarding all over the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, each and every one of you guys. And please, if you have any questions or you need help with any tricks, leave it in the comments below. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. This video has taught tens of thousands of people all over the world the basics of skateboarding. And we're so excited about the release of the Braille University that we are giving this away absolutely free. All you have to do is go to the link in the description below and pay for the shipping, and we will pay for the DVDs. These are flying off the shelves. Literally flying off the shelves. Definitely check out Skateboarding Made Simple. It's available on all these platforms: iBooks, brailleskateboarding.com, and Google Play. It's the most comprehensive video we've ever made, and it teaches skateboarding better than anything else out there. You won't be disappointed.